Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. This week we're talking about Blood Games, another Vinegar Syndrome release from my halfway to Black Friday haul. And this is a 1990 film that looks like it was shot in the mid to late 80s and has the tone of a movie from the 70s. I would describe it as Surviving the Game meets Deliverance. As you can see here, we got a nice slipcover that has like embossed text here with the logo of the movie. Same shit on the back. See the blood running down the O's. And you got this chick running with a baseball bat. And you got this chick with a shotgun. This chick on a chain. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it fits the vibe of the movie, honestly. But it's still cool nonetheless. But I've been noticing that with a lot of slipcovers. They'll redo the art and it just doesn't... to me, when you look at this, the movie that you're going to watch here is not this. But I digress, because this is way worse. I don't know if this is... they came up with this or what, but I think this looks like shit. There's this weird drawn dude in the back, and then the chick's kind of like drawn. There's just nothing about this. The tone is just way off. Kind of like the movies, the tone's sort of way off. But I'll show you guys here the reversible slip. Check that out. That's the original VHS cover, I suppose, which looks just fucking bizarre. It's like some kind of... it has the vibe of a exercise video or something. And this movie is far from an exercise video. So what you have inside here, you don't have a DVD and a Blu-ray. You don't have... this isn't a 4K deal. This is a Blu-ray with very limited special features, I'll say. There are 2 interviews on here. One of them was with the main chick, who, she's pretty good in the movie, but seems like a soccer mom or something nowadays. So they did a Zoom call with her, and she's very milquetoast in the interview. It's very short, not really worth watching. She's talking about how she still runs into one of the chicks from this that she co-starred with in the grocery store. It's very boring. And the second one is with the main villain guy. His name is Ken Carpenter. And the guy's kind of a bad actor in the movie, but I think it works for this movie. His interview, he talks about how he's like kind of nervous when he first started, and then quickly caught on to what they were doing. And I think he's good. He's good as a bad actor in this movie, but he's not that charismatic in this interview either. And then all you had was a trailer and pictures, which I did not watch the pictures because it's a super boring special feature. I'm not clowning on this release or anything, because I don't know what special features they could have came up with. But the movie itself, you got these chicks who play baseball, and they're playing baseball against these redneck guys. There's apparently a bet on the game from the 2 coaches, which the one coach doesn't pay up. I won't get too specific with that. And it leads to some shit happening. And 2 of the guys from the baseball team try to rape a couple of the girls. And that doesn't go well for them. And it turns into a whole thing. And eventually they're getting chased through the woods by the rednecks. People die. They kill each other off and kind of take turns a little bit. There's another rape. There's an actual rape scene in the middle that sort of reminded me of Deliverance, like the Ned Betty rape scene. And the girl who gets raped, it's not a I spit on your grave level of comeuppance, let's say, for the people who raped her, really. At least from the girl who got raped, which really kind of is shitty. But this movie is... It attempts to take the material seriously. It doesn't get too schlocky or too comedic, but also the tone's just weird. It's like real it's like I said, it's like it's a movie that came out in the 90s that feels like it was shot in the mid 80s with the tone of a movie from the 70s, and it's all over the place. I still think it's pretty good. It's not a slasher. Certainly not. It's been described as a slasher. When I bought it on the website, it said it was a slasher, but it's more like a chase movie. It's good. It's good, okay? It's not the best movie ever made. It's not bad either. I think on that Letterboxd app, I try to review every movie I watch. I think I gave this 3 stars. I'm pretty sure. I think that's fairly good. It's an entertaining watch. I'm sure I'll watch it again someday, like with a case of beer or something. But it didn't totally excite me one way or the other. It looks nice on a shelf though. That logo on the spine is cool. So, Blood Games. It's not really. There's a baseball game in the beginning, and there's blood later on, but there's no game of blood. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but it's okay. It's fucking okay. It's an okay movie. That's all I have to say. Like, subscribe. I know that's probably opposite. Whatever. Listen to the podcast. This is my weekly going through these Vinegar Syndrome releases. So far, this is not my favorite of the Vinegar Syndrome stuff I got. That would be Candy Snatchers so far. But check it out. It's not bad. It's worth putting in your collection.